we've come to the part of our segment here. How do you think this one unfolds? What do you think? I think you and I were two of the only people that thought the Browns were going to beat the Steelers. How do you think this one unfolds?
Yeah, I felt a lot more confident, of course, about the Steelers win than I do going into this Browns-Chiefs matchup. I am not completely set on making a prediction yet, mostly just because of the Jack Conklin news. I want to wait on that. But I am really leaning towards picking the Browns here for two reasons. First being, you can't fight momentum. The Browns clearly have something going here. This has been a special season. And before there's an offseason where teams can, have months to start studying Kevin Stefanski's offense and start having some counters to what he's doing, the Browns are going to take advantage of still, in a way, having the element of surprise. This is a fresh offense. This is an exciting offense, and they are bulldozing full steam ahead to Kansas City. The Chiefs have won their past 7 games by 1 score or less. That's an NFL record. They notoriously started slow last year in the playoffs. They are going to have 20 days of rest in between the last time they played in Week 16 to Sunday's kickoff. I could see some rust on the Chiefs side, the Browns starting hot, and then this game just breaks back even. And again, it really could come down to whoever has the ball last because, as we said in the first segment, I think the Browns are going to have the middle open to them for Jarvis Landry and Austin Hooper. I think they're going to have some deep post shots available. There's tape out there where the Raiders, for example, would run a deep over route with their slot receiver, and then they'd hit a post on the back end. I could see Kadarius Hodge coming back and making a few big key plays in this game. There's spots against this defense that I'm sure Kevin Stefanski is extremely excited to exploit. And then the Chiefs offense is the Chiefs offense. So again, they're going to have to go punch for punch with this Chiefs offense. And then by game's end, don't leave your bag with anything left in it. We haven't seen Jarvis Landry throw a pass in probably 2 months. We haven't seen a fake punt since week 1. We haven't seen a fake field goal. We haven't seen an onside kick for no reason. These are the types of things that the Browns will need to seriously consider, throw the kitchen sink at the Chiefs, if you will. If there's a Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb package where they're on the field for extensive amount of time, this is the week to finally unveil it. I don't know if it exists, but it's going to be exciting to find out, and Kevin Stefanski best not let anything left in his bag because it is going to take everything of this coaching staff's disposal to get the victory. But I think it is possible. I really do think they can win this football game.
I agree with you. I think this is going to come down to the fourth quarter, and I think the Browns may very well have the lead. The one thing I'm not completely sold on yet is I don't know if the Browns defense can keep them out of the end zone late when Patrick Mahomes and company have a chance to win. I think that's going to be answered. If you can tell me that, with a 3-point lead or a 2-point lead, the Browns defense can make 3 or 4 plays in a row and keep them out of the end zone, I'm going to tell you they're going to win. I think they're going to have the opportunity to do that. I think the Browns defense is going to have the opportunity to win the game or to seal the game. I'm still not 100% certain that they can do that with Mahomes, Hill, and Kelsey.
I hear you, and that's playoff football. All you're asking for is an opportunity at the end of the game to have a chance to win it. And if that's the case, then that is – if Browns fans would have signed up for that 100 times out of 100 if that's the case. And you know what? I'll give you the flip scenario of that. Perhaps the Browns have the ball with a lead with, 3 or 4 minutes to go, and they just run out the clock. Somehow they find a way to take that 4-minute offense and not even allow Patrick Mahomes back on the field. That might be the best way to beat him. Just don't even give him a chance at it.
See, I'd sign up for. I think the Browns offense can do that. The thing, again, that scares me, I don't think there's any NFL defense that can potentially shut down the Chiefs late in a game when they have to score. There's just too many weapons. Mahomes can beat you too many different ways. And you've got guys that are 3 and 4 receivers, Watkins, Pringle, those kind of guys. McCole Hardman, speed guys that find a way to get behind the defense when they need to.
Yeah, and Dave, the numbers agree with you. The EPA on Patrick Mahomes when the Chiefs are trailing skyrockets. There's just something about this young man that is Jordan or LeBron-esque that when the Chiefs are down, he not only becomes the best quarterback in football, he literally doubles his production. So your eye test completely agrees with the numbers that when the Chiefs are down and Patrick Mahomes has the ball, it's lights out. So the best idea for the Browns, if they can find a way to do it, is just to avoid that situation altogether.
I think this is a little lower scoring game than what you may generally think from the Chiefs. Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes here in Big 12 country faced off 4 or 5 years ago, Texas Tech versus Oklahoma. I think they're almost 1,400 yards passing. Mahomes threw 88 passes in that game against Oklahoma when he was with Texas Tech. I don't think you're going to see that this time around. I think it's going to be a little lower scoring. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland takes an early lead. The Chiefs take a while to get going. I'm going 28-24 Chiefs. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring than most people would think.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and I think whoever is able to either force a field goal or come up with a turnover going to end up winning that game. And I think it's going to be in doubt till the end of the game. And the fact that you have Patrick Mahomes probably gives you a little bit of a better chance. I mean, there are not too many Patrick Mahomes on the planet.